Welcome to my next Big Bang Theory Season 12 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you weren't caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching The Big Bang Theory, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention, as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case, if you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this detailed review any further to avoid any potential spoilers. This will be The Big Bang Theory Season 12, Episode 21. The title of this episode is called The Plagiarism Schism. And this will be my review reaction recap after just finishing watching the episode. So, President Siebert is hosting a luncheon for the two feuding parties in the Super Asymmetry Nobel Prize competition. Amy does apologize for her outburst, calling the others frauds, but Greg Pemberton and Kevin Campbell still think that the Coopers are mean and insecure. They also claim that Sheldon and Amy think they are going to win the Nobel Prize. Not true. President Siebert tells all of them that if they don't stop the infighting, the Nobel Committee will choose some other discovery. Pemberton claims that they are all linked on this subject, just like super asymmetry links every atom in the universe. Amy jumps in that is not how the theory works when they again show that the two of them don't know a thing about it. Pemberton and Campbell leave. They run into Barry Kripke, who went to school with Pemberton. Kripke gives him a friendly greeting, but tells the Coopers that he hates him after he sits down at their table. Kripke calls Pemberton a grade A weasel who turns other people's ideas into his own, exactly what he's doing right now. He plagiarized his thesis. Amy calls that a serious charge. However, Barry is willing to make some calls to get some proof. He doesn't want Pemberton to win, though he's not happy with Sheldon winning either. And then Sheldon and Amy join the gang in their Leonard and Penny's place, and they propose their ethical question whether to expose Pemberton or not. First, Howard wonders if he is the target. Howard and Penny think they should keep it to themselves. Bernadette and Leonard feel that Amy should expose him even if it ruins his career. Raj explains that they feel that they want him to win, but they don't feel it's the honorable thing to do, and that is why they haven't done it yet. Sheldon and Amy head to bed discussing the subject and convince themselves that they are really good people and don't want to do it. Howard and Bernadette head to bed, with Bernadette still saying their friends should do what they have to do to win. Howard asks if she ever done that. She admits that there was another waitress at the Cheesecake Factory who thought that he was cute, and Bernadette told her that Howard had every form of hepatitis. Howard wonders who it was. However, he admits that he got the best waitress at the Cheesecake Factory. I don't know. Penny was pretty good too. Penny is proud that Amy and Sheldon are taking the high road, but Leonard doesn't want them to lose to the frauds. Leonard is willing to do it just so Sheldon and Amy can win. He is willing to get his hands dirty, which is something that Penny has never seen him do. Neither of them plan to tell Sheldon or Amy. Leonard gets the incriminating information from Barry Kripke, but then Kripke warns Leonard that once he takes the envelope, there's no turning back. Leonard then asks what happens when he looks at it and decides not to use it, which is something that Kripke had not really considered. Kripke gives Leonard the envelope and tells Leonard he has a real talent for making things boring, then runs into Amy looking very guilty. Howard brags to Raj that two women at the Cheesecake Factory had a thing for him. Raj does not believe it. Howard goes through all the waitresses, having remembered their names, eye colors, cars, and whether they were attached. Amy is having wine with Penny, telling her that Leonard was acting funny or even guilty. Then Penny starts acting in a similar manner. Penny confesses, which bothers Amy because now she is implicated in the action. And then Sheldon is complaining on Amy to how round her meatballs in the spaghetti are, while Amy has very little to say. She asks him whether he would want to know about something that is ethical shady that is being done on his behalf. He has to know. They go to confront Leonard, who claims he is not doing anything wrong. They still don't want Leonard doing it. Amy doesn't want Leonard to compromise himself ethically, while Sheldon doesn't want him to make them look bad. Howard goes to apologize to Bernadette that he went down to the restaurant, the Cheesecake Factory, to try to find out, but he decided that he doesn't need to know since he has the best woman. Bernadette already knew that since the manager called and that Howard was creeping everyone out. Then he admits that Bernadette is the only woman he wants to creep out with. Bernadette replies that he is. Amy and Sheldon invite their friends to lunch with them, expecting another apology. Instead, Sheldon hands over the evidence on Pemberton's plagiarism. Pemberton first accuses them of blackmail. Amy says that it's the opposite. Pemberton cluelessly wonders if they are blackmailing the Coopers, and Amy again yells at him, asking him how he is up for a Nobel Prize. Sheldon tells him they're giving the evidence so no one can use it against him, and Campbell asks if the plagiarism is true, and yes, because Pemberton had to write a thesis and wasn't smart enough to pull it off. Then Campbell realizes that this could also ruin his career, as his name is attached to Pemberton's work, and he admits that he has been sleeping with Pemberton's wife, Linda. Pemberton throws a drink into Campbell's face, which causes a brawl on the floor, and he used Sheldon's iced tea. Well, that's not good. While Sheldon and Amy are having lunch together in his office the next day, Dr. Campbell stumbles into their office drunk. Campbell published the plagiarism evidence, getting both him and Pemberton fired from the Fermi lab, and also ending Pemberton's scientific career and getting him disqualified from the Nobel Prize consideration. Though Campbell was no longer seeing Linda, he tries to weasel his way onto their team, but Amy pushes him out of the office, while Sheldon couldn't see what Linda saw in either of them. And that's what ends this episode of The Big Bang Theory. So for this one, I'm going to give it an 8.2 out of 10. My character of the episode is Leonard. One could make an argument for a few characters. And then, as many of you know, a 8.2 out of 10 in Leonard. And as many of you know, I rate Penny, because Penny is the reason why I started watching The Big Bang Theory. So for this one, I'll give Penny an 8 out of 10. So you've heard everything that I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of The Big Bang Theory and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please make sure that you Hulk smash the like button, share the video with a friend, put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of The Big Bang Theory. What would you rate it? Who would be your character of the episode? And if you want to do what I do and rate Penny, you can do that as well. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel because I want to get to 100,000 subscribers. Join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And you never know what you're going to see on JDev TV.